Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on second and short. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bobcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help.
Lots of room to run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Burrell.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught near the sticks, it's Moses. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Got a man. It's Burrell. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. First down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch, and he's free. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
That's That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Right on the money. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets the back moving. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There's a crease. Bounced off his feet.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Bobcats are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they got him. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Look out, he's got room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Caught by Williams on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Sacramento State. He got it right inside the pylon. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Pugh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Makes the grab, it's Bowman. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Bobcats. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Curtis. Inside the 25. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They got a chunk of it, picking up 8 on that last pass. Now it's 3rd and 2. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes.
And he's in! Touchdown, Sacramento State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive. From the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sacramento State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. got the quick completion. He's out past the 35. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Coleman's got it on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Running inside. It's Curtis.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Over the middle, it's Williams. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pulls it in, it's Pugh. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Ready, go. They'll give it on the counter. Plows through the defense. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Back to pass. under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. That's caught. It's Pugh. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Turning it on. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The give from the gun. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught by Williams on the right. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Burrell. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Curtis. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Steps away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for space. It's Curtis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 6th play of the drive coming up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you're starting to see this more and more, man, in short yardage situations when you can get that ball on the perimeter fast. And the quarterbacks love them, by the way, because that's a completion. That's a completion, that little touch pass. You get it to one of your speedsters, he gets on the edge, and he gets the first down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Going to try to get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Running inside. It's Curtis. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They punt it away on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the catch. It's Pugh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Plucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this is what's been coming to you.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's